I am completely tired of weak-minded liberals, weak-minded progressives, and weak-minded moderates. The reality is that the country has a problem. We have a healthcare problem. We are 40 million plus without insurance, and the Obamacare is attempting to solve that. Moreover, for those people who have insurance, insurance companies have pilfered them. Insurance companies have done the most egregious things, throwing them off policies, not paying the bills when it reaches a certain cap. There are a whole host of things that this bill does, or this law does. Now, the question that one must ask is, why are liberals, progressive, moderates hyperventilating over a website that is working poorly? As a software developer, I was pretty sure the website would have come out with a whole lot of problems, because you cannot build a website of this complexity that must interface with various states, various insurance companies, all states with different types of regulations and policies. You cannot build a website with that many permutations. Do the mathematics on it and you'll see the hundreds of thousands of permutations when you have several states, 36 states or so, that must be controlled under this one domain. It is difficult, and it was going to be error prone. Take a look at how Social Security started, SSI, and President Bush's programs. These big programs start with problems. The thing about it is, liberals, progressives, and moderates have fallen into the right-wing trap. They have allowed the right wing to make Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, equated to the website. That is not so. And once you have adopted that narrative, you have caved. You have actually gone into hurting the American public. Why? Because, as I said, there is a healthcare problem that nobody so far in this country pre-Obamacare has solved. Obamacare is the only option on the table right now that is there to help the millions that are uninsured, including someone like my wife who has lupus, was on the exchange here in Texas, the high risk exchange, and will now have to be within the Obamacare exchanges. That said, folks, liberals, progressives, and moderates, unless you stand up for values, for real values, moral values, humane values, and not cower to glitches and problems with websites, and instead push the realities that we must get Obamacare running, hook or crook, then you have failed the people that you've supported. Now, one other thing. Single payer, if we had a single payer system, we would not have had to go through these various iterations with different states to ensure that this stuff worked. So that is a narrative that should be pushed. Another narrative, if more states were humane, their governors were humane, they would have taken over their exchanges and it would have worked just as successfully as Kinect in Kentucky, Oklahoma, or the ones in California, or the ones in Washington. So you have allowed the Republicans, the right-wing Tea Party type Republicans, to change the narrative. And with all the obstructions that have making the president's exchange, or our exchange, that much more difficult, you have now offloaded that evil to what is being done right now here. Buck up, folks, because this is real life. For all those people that are screaming on TV, those reporters that are screaming on TV, you all have good health insurance from your jobs. The people that need the health insurance do not have a voice. And right now, you are not being their voice or their voices. You are being the voice, mimicking the fear that is tried to be placed on them by an evil right wing. Buck up.